Good morning, everybody. Carrie Stroggins from down in Texas. Thank you for stopping in to get ready with me this morning. Wow, can you believe we are in April already? Man, just does not seem possible that we're in April. A couple of things I'm doing different today. I want to check them out because I haven't had a lot of success with my lighting. So I'm changing the angle of my camera, first thing. I also changed some lighting settings in the building where I film majority of the time. And I hope it's better today. Did you have a wonderful weekend? I sure hope so. It was a very, very busy weekend for me. Way too much, unfortunately. I overdid way too much, and now I'm really, really struggling with what's called a locked shoulder. This one, having trouble getting any movement in my arm. And pretty sure I have some sort of bursitis or something going on. Okay, what have I done this morning so far? I have done my primer. I have done my KVD foundation. I put my moisturizer on, of course. I just put on my Maybelline pink concealer. Now I'm going to come in with my e.l.f. pink concealer. I do mix the two of them because I find the e.l.f. one just gives me a little bit more coverage on my scars that I have on my face. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful, wonderful week, this first week of Easter. April. It is, got ahead of myself there. It is Easter week starting. I had a very busy weekend myself. I was in my yard planting hydrangeas in my garden. I have been trying to find hydrangeas that I could afford for quite some time. They are normally extremely expensive, and here for some reason down here in the Houston area, there hasn't been a whole lot of options for plants. Been able to buy online bulbs, but I didn't want bulbs. I wanted plants, and I haven't been able to find them. I wanted particularly hydrangeas because that was my mother's favorite flower, and I wanted those for my garden in my front yard and at the side of my house and outside my office. Well, I found them outside my office last week, and I was stunned at the price. Normally, when you find a plant, it's no more than a 4 to 5 inch plant, and it's normally has no blooms on it when and if you can find them. That's been my experience. So a week ago, I found at one of our biggest nursery chains here in Houston live plants that are probably 10 to 12 inches that have massive blooms already on these plants. And these are called mop head hydrangeas. These are the ones that they look like a mop. They're really round and a bunch of little flowers on them. It's called a mop head hydrangea. And like I said, normally these plants run for, if you're lucky, $40. Now I'm coming through with my Revlon setting powder. So they normally run for, if you're lucky, you can get them on sale sometimes for $40. If you're lucky, but they're tiny little plants. They're not the size of these plants at all. And so a week ago, I bought 6 of these plants for my outside my office. And I couldn't at the time, I couldn't at the time get any more in my car because I had $700 worth of groceries in my car. But I also just knew I wasn't going to be able to get that many more in the ground like I should. So I thought, well, I'll just wait till another week and I will go back. But I knew that if I didn't go back within a week that they were going to be completely gone, because the price of these hydrangeas was $13. I'm not joking you, $13 versus, and these are at least 10 inches, these plants, and they all have 4 to 5 beautiful blooms, pinks, blues. The only ones I couldn't find were white, but that's okay. And so I was like, oh, I gotta get these.